Hey guys, today I wanted to tell you about my favorite quote, why it's my favorite quote of all time, why it was so impactful, what it means to me. And it all starts with this movie, Rocky Balboa, okay? There's this movie, and Rocky's talking to his son, and he's giving him some advice because his son is having a hard time with just life in general. And I'll never forget this quote. I don't know if I'll get it word for word, but it goes something like this. It says, "Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits, not pointing fingers saying you're not where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that." All right, so that is my absolute favorite quote. There's a lot of good stuff in there, but I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just saying it. But the one thing that I love about this quote is it focuses so much on personal accountability. All right. In today's world, we are so quick to blame. We're so quick to blame. I mean, you need an example? Turn on any political station for like 2 minutes. Don't watch it longer than 2 minutes because you're probably going to get mad at something because that's the whole, I mean, that's how they get viewers. They make people mad. But you watch it for 2 minutes, somebody's getting blamed for something, and we like to package up. We like to take some blame, this big ugly blame, and we like to put it in a box and package it all up nice and pretty and place 100% of the blame on somebody, right? And they're the ones that are at fault, okay? And that's just not how life is. Look, yeah, somebody may have made a choice that affected your life, okay? Maybe that happened. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. That happens to people. It's happened to me. It happens to probably everybody. But does that mean that a part of the reality of your life is 100% their fault? Heck no. You chose it. And that's why I love this quote, because it really talks about you choosing to accept a reality of something that's happened or something that you feel versus choosing to make something of it, right? So how you react in a situation, what you do in a situation is really what determines what you get out of life. That's what I love about this quote. Earlier in the quote, I mean, I didn't give you the whole thing. Earlier in the speech, Rocky says to his son, like, you grew up good, and it was like watching you every day, it was like a privilege. And the time came for you to take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. How many of us do that? I mean, it's hard for me to not do that. When something happens and it's not a good thing, I'm like, oh man, friggin' if they wouldn't have done this or they wouldn't have done that or whatever, then my life would be fine, right? But honestly, that's not the reality. If that's the way you approach life, you're always going to be miserable. It's a way to approach life, and many people approach life that way. It's called the victim mentality. If that's the way you approach life, you're always going to feel like a victim. You're going to get attention for feeling like a victim. Okay? So you're getting the payoff of getting some attention. You're getting people to listen to you. And that, I mean, fine, that's great. I mean, but you're also going to always feel like the victim. You're not going to get more than attention. If you want to increase the quality of your life, you can't look at life like you're the victim. And that's the reality. And that's why I love this quote so much. It talks so much about personal accountability. It's also a lot about resilience. I mean, I love when he says, it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. And how true is that? So many things in our lives, we get these trials, right? We get these challenges in life, right? Something goes wrong, something big, something small. And really how much we can take and keep moving towards our goal is what determines whether we accomplish it or not. I mean, when I was trying to diet, for example, something as dumb and simple as dieting so that I could lose weight, right? I was 1 pound away from being obese. And something as simple as that, I couldn't take so many cravings in a day without succumbing to eating something. Finally, I built up the resilience. I figured out how to resist the cravings, how to resist the temptation. And there's a whole strategy around doing that, and I figured out how to do it. And because of that, I could take a lot of hits and keep moving forward. It wasn't about how hard I could punch. It was about how many hits I could take and keep moving towards my goal. So that's my message for today. Sorry, this video is a little bit long. It's my favorite quote of all time. Watch the movie. Go to YouTube. Type in Rocky's speech to his son if you want to watch it. He does a much better job than I do, Sylvester Stallone. And it's an incredible quote, incredible movie. Anyway, that's my message for today. See you again tomorrow.